So is it better to start our real estate career in a hot market like the one we're in now, or is it better to cut our teeth in a down market? That's the question we'll explore today on this issue of the Vantage Academy. Now, yes, right now the market is exceptional. New realtors are coming into the marketplace in droves for what they perceive to be the fast buck or the easy money. And yes, deals right now are happening fast and furious, and it's almost as if clients fall in our lap. But an old saying comes to mind, and that's that even a turkey can fly in a windstorm. So is it really better for us? A hot market like this does make it very difficult for a great agent to separate themselves from the pack. You see, the client's perception of us is that we're in the way of the deal. Any turkey can sell their home right now in a hot market. And those of us, when we work for buyers that pride ourselves in our negotiation, seldom get the chance to show that negotiating prowess because the market dictates that we have to encourage our buyers to pay at list or over list with no conditions. So on both sides of the coin, we're not able to flex like we normally would in a balanced or in a more challenging market. So for those of us who want to develop the skills and develop that ability to handle hard times, the down market is a much better way for us to separate ourselves from the pack and have the public or clientele gravitate towards us because of the strength that we've shown. Forgive me for using another old saying, but I like this one, and that's that good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. So we know that on the other side of this boom is going to be hard times created by the fact that we're allowing the market to be the ones that initiate contact. We're allowing ourselves and our skills to drift because deals are coming in like layups. And so on the other side of that is going to be some hard times for folks who've never been through a shifted market before. Now, I actually welcome the shift. The shift is something that I feel like I'm built for. In fact, we created our company in the midst of the global financial crisis. And what that forced us to do was to actually get really good at our craft. It forced us to actually learn how to deal with foreclosures. It forced us to learn how to deal hunt and bargain hunt for investors. It forced us to get creative and learn different programs like lease options and vendor financing, and actually to have different solutions for sellers. It forced us to become amazing negotiators because buyers expected a deal if they wanted to move forward. It forced us to become amazing marketers because selling a home wasn't a matter of just putting it on the MLS and sitting back and fielding offers. And so in doing all of that, we created the systems, we created the procedures, we created the digital footprint for the brokerage during that period of time that has allowed us to actually explode and grow exponentially now that the market is hot. So if you ask me, the time to start your career is when it's hard. The time to start your career is when it takes actual talent to move the needle for your clients. And when you do that, when you build those skills, when it's your job to pick up the 10,000 pound phone and contact the leads quickly, when it's your job to become great at marketing and become great at negotiating and learn all these different creative strategies, then and only then do you deserve to take part in the abundance that is a hot seller's market. And the good news is you'll attract more sellers because of that. As hot as things are right now, as a new agent, when you start, you don't have the digital footprint to attract sellers. You haven't been marketing enough homes for them to see you as that person. So really, you're probably going to be working with predominantly buyers. And working with buyers in a seller's market, as we all know, can be exacerbating. You have to write 5, sometimes 10 offers in order to get one deal to stick. You're running around, the pace of the market's insane. And of course, you have to encourage your clients to go in there blindfolded and spend $100,000 more than listing price. It's not happy times to be a buyer's agent. So for me, way rather start my career in a balanced or more challenging market. Now, the good news is, I think maybe not in the next 3 months or 6 months, but we are going to quickly find ourselves in what I call a shifted market. And there are some fundamental shifts that you need to make as an agent to make sure that you can succeed in this next market. So whether you're new to real estate or not, we've all developed some bad habits over the last couple of years where things have been almost too good. So maybe it's time for us to recommit. Maybe it's time for us to sharpen our saw and get back to basics so that when the market does shift, A, it doesn't catch us flat-footed, and B, we're set up to continue to dominate and attract a disproportionate amount of the market share. So I invite you to join us on a webinar. We're going to break down the 3 major shifts that you need to make to be able to dominate in the shifted market that we are about to go into. So with that in mind, keep selling, keep your head down. Thanks very much for watching. There's a link below that you can sign up for this free webinar. Look forward to seeing you there. And until then, keep fighting the good fight.